Howdy. Usually I come through on Sundays and I make a video that I've been working on for several days. It's well thought out, it's planned, there's music, there's effects, there's all those things, but not this week. Because while I committed to making a video every Sunday, I did not commit to making the same format. But this is the video that I need to make right now because, I make content as a single dad, and this is real life. It's not a perfectly polished thing that I can put together and, orchestrate, and that's not my life most of the time. You know what I mean? That's what I get to do. That's how I get to express myself. But the reality of this life is unpredictability, a lot of stress, and a lot of sacrifice. So this week I'm sacrificing that visual component to remind you to keep going. If you're a single parent, if you're a parent, if you're anyone who's ever done anything difficult in life, you reach a moment eventually where you feel challenged. And in that moment, you might feel like giving up. You might feel like you've reached an insurmountable hurdle. And this is the lowest you've ever been. This is the toughest spot you've ever been in. And I'm making this video because that is exactly how I felt this week. This week, I felt like quitting YouTube. This week, I was ready to give up my career, like just walk away. And I've been aggressively looking for a job. And I'm not saying that's not still on the table, but I just realized like things aren't happening fast enough. I have too much responsibility. I have a child that's depending on me, and I can't be messing around. I'm not 25 with my life ahead of me. I am over 40 with a child looking back at me. So, lost my train of thought. I wanted to give up. But then I really thought about it. And I look back on the progress that I've made. I've been making content here since August, maybe July, August, just a few months. And while there are things in front of me that I can look at and say these are failures or these are places that aren't growing, they're not succeeding, my views are not great or anything. And this is not about being a creator. It's just about where I'm investing my effort. Is it really smart for me to continue to put effort into YouTube? But it's not just YouTube, right? That's everything. That's everything in life. Is it really smart for me to continue putting effort into my career? Is it really smart for me to keep even looking for specific types of jobs when I can look for other jobs that I can probably get quicker? And instead of focusing on the metrics that confirm that I'm failing, I started looking at some of the metrics that might argue otherwise. I looked at my comments. I didn't check my views. And I remember when I started making videos, I said, I don't care about the views, because I really don't care about views. And I don't care about subscribers. I care about community. And while I don't consistently have the comments that I would like on certain videos or on every video, there have been comments on this channel of videos that I've made that have provided the confirmation, the support, and the level of community that I hope to cultivate. And what's most important is that I remember why I started this, because I felt like the content's not there. And I'm not saying it's not, because you know what? As I've been doing more and more research, because every day now I have like a niche and I'm doing single dad content, I keep looking for it. And I've been finding names. I've been finding creators. Even this morning, I found another one. And I'm like, where have these people been? YouTube doesn't push them because they're not gonna be big channels. Like, you're probably not destined to have. I'm probably not destined to have millions and millions of subscribers, which I probably don't want anyway. And people who watch our videos are probably not gonna watch that niche every single day, so it doesn't get fed into their recommendations. But every time I have found someone who provides that bit of encouragement, that familiar voice, that familiar position, like, it brings me so much joy. It gives me so much encouragement, and it just reminds me why I cannot stop. I have to be that for someone else, and I need to thank all of the people who came before me, all of the other creators who did this, who even made me think that this was a thing. Even though they're not doing it anymore, they're part of the story. They're part of the encouragement that I got to keep going, and now I have to be that for someone else. And I don't know for how long I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know for how long I'm going to want to do it. But being a single parent is a pretty trash job a lot of the time. The hours are not great. The pay, it's never enough. And the bosses are pretty demanding. But the rewards are high, and it's absolutely worth it. And it's kind of a job that you're going to do whether or not you want to do it. It's hard to be the person who puts your life on the internet. It's hard to be open for critique, and um, you know, but that's just part of being a content creator. And even though I don't look forward to that part of it, I do hope that when someone else is going through some of the things that I've been through, they can look at my videos and say, well, if this guy can do it and he's nowhere near as talented as me, or if he made it through that situation and that's worse than mine, and surely I can push through. Like, I want to be that encouragement for somebody else, and that, I guess, means that I'm going to have to push through when I feel like I'm at my lowest. And in full disclosure, this is not my lowest. It just feels like my lowest right now because I'm in it. But at one point, at some point in the future, I'm going to watch this video and I'm going to be like, damn, look how far I've come. I don't know when that's going to be. I hope very soon. I hope very soon. But maybe not. But if I am honest with myself, my actual lowest moment, I remember very vividly. I don't have a video for it, and at the time I tried to erase it because I couldn't believe I was experiencing it. But here I am years later, and distant memory, I totally forgotten. No matter what you are going through right now, you will get through. This might become your new bottom. This might just be another series of events leading to you getting back to where you want to be. But it's not the end. There's always tomorrow. There's always another expectation. There's always a new obligation. And you can't sit in a moment ever, because it's not just you and your feelings. It's not just you and your desires. It is that person or those people who are depending on you, who will not be able to survive if you fall apart. And there are absolutely moments this week where I have wanted to crumble. But I didn't. And you won't either. So, I'm sorry this isn't the video that you guys expected. But this is all I had for you this week. My name is Aaron. I make content on my life as a recently divorced single dad and creative entrepreneur. If you want to continue on this journey with me, leave a comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one.